Let me play this other one here. I think I have another one. Let's see.
Loving these self-love videos that I've been doing, and it's so crazy because I did not know how much self-love stuff that I did for myself.
Okay, you notice that this auntie is trying to wrap it into self-love matter now, right? She's trying to call it self-love. No, this is not self-love, auntie.
Until now that I'm speaking about it. But this video, I wanted to talk about my ring. And please ignore my nails because I'm literally trying to grow them out to the same length. So,
D-Love, I don't know if any state will issue a marriage license to marry yourself. Maybe in 2073. Not now, not yet. Listen, our madness.
So in the beginning of 2021, I had this really random, crazy idea to basically get married.
You're right. It's crazy. Absolutely random and crazy.
Myself. So I literally had a matrimony ceremony where I had vows. I wore all white and I married myself.
Not them.
Not be juju be that.
She married herself.
I basically spent the entire day writing myself vows that I know that I could stick to. And then on top of that, I
she know that she could stick to them vows.
bought myself a ring to basically give myself after reading myself my vows in the mirror. This ring was actually supposed to fit on my ring finger so that it would actually be like a wedding ring. But
so you bought yourself a ring?
So it's on my index finger.
And you bought the wrong size.
Basically, I have not taken this ring off since then, and I will not be taking it off until somebody replaces it. Writing down a list of promises and vows to myself has really helped me hold myself accountable, especially when it comes to dating and just being gentle with myself and just self-love in general.
Aww.
All of the things that I do for self-love is to
there's only so far I can judge this people,
life
honestly.
that I deserve, basically. So yeah, if you're interested in what I did for my soul vows, you can just pause it to read.
I told you, she's selling it.
Nigeria don't report at you cause I will call you.
She said if you are interested. Who is interested? Anybody interested? Nobody juju with this ones. Are you paying attention? These dating streets have shown people pepper. For real. I agree. To the point where here. If you have a party because you want to have a good time, to be married, then that's different. You could do a get together, a barbecue, bring your friends together. You don't really have to call it names either. Okay? You could bring value to other people. Sarah, whatever you want to do, right? There's nothing wrong with that. You know. In fact, what we're talking about, marrying yourself and do ceremony, on the surface, nothing will be wrong with it, honestly. Except that I know that this has like grave consequences for your mental health. If it's this bad and you have to do this, first of all, that thing is not going to solve your problem. That woman and her brown skirt, like Iya Barakat section, I look, you want her to say next. Wahala. Walawa. The therapy session. I haven't watched it in a while. What are you talking about? Who do I miss here now? Let me go to the next one. I got another one. Let me see here. I have another one. There are many of them. Okay, they are everywhere. They're going mad. They're on TikTok. So if you start seeing them, don't be surprised. Let me see here. Let me play this one. Oh no, we've seen this one. Let me see. Okay, so this is, okay, so I think we wrapped it up. Yeah. So what are your thoughts about this? What are your thoughts? What are your thoughts? So I want to know, just the one of us. Wake up, da, 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 da. right? Is this the direction we're going? Is this helpful? Maybe I'm missing something. Okay, is it? Do you see a place where this can be helpful at all to anybody? Again, it's very clear too, because even this young lady that just finished speaking, this one right here, she made mention of it's help her hold herself accountable when it comes to these dating scenes, right? Oh, Bimbo Ademoye, I like her too. Is this healthy? Is there some kind of can we reason a little bit? Can we reason a little bit? Is there some kind of healthy benefits to marrying yourself, right? Abi, it's just straight madness, as I called it earlier. It's crazy, but not random. The level of planning it takes to... Thank you, keepers. Thank you. This wasn't random. Thank you. Thanks for the correction. This is crazy, but it wasn't random. You premeditated. Okay? You planned this out. A whole ceremony. I don't care if it's 5 people there. An average person in those 5 people, they're just like, oh, let's just show some love. They're really looking at you like, is she okay? Is this brother okay? Are you? They might know you enough that they don't want to even go there because they don't want your madness, but they want to love you because they don't know if you've been moving in some type of way. Okay, this is not funny, by the way. If this is you need to seek help as soon as possible. Right? You've been moving in a way that they can't even trust that you won't self-delete. God forbid. Right? And they're just doing everything they can do to make you happy, to keep you around, and it's not sustainable. They're gonna give up at some point too because they have their own lives. They have their own mental stuff to worry about. But yours is milking everybody. Like, this is not their normal social construct. It's weird, but they don't want to tell you. So at some point, that's a situation where people just stop picking up the phone, but you could never figure out why they stop picking up the phone. Right? But they will never tell you. You might never find out. This is one of those cases. So she's planning to cheat on herself. She said a lot though. This girl right here.
I've really been loving these self-love videos that I've been doing. And it's so crazy because I did not know how much self-love stuff that I did for myself until now that I'm speaking about it. But this video, I wanted to talk about my ring. And please ignore my nails because I'm literally trying to pull them out to the same length. So in the beginning of 2021, I had this really random, crazy idea to basically get married to myself. So I literally had a matrimony ceremony where I had vows. I wore all white and I married myself. I basically spent the entire day writing myself vows that I know that I could stick to. And then on top of that, I bought myself a ring to basically give myself after reading myself my vows in the mirror. This ring was actually supposed to fit on my ring finger so that it would actually be like a wedding ring, but I don't have my ring size, so it's on my index finger, okay. But basically, I have not taken this ring off since then, and I will not be taking it off until somebody replaces it. Writing down a list of promises and vows to myself has really helped me hold myself accountable, especially when it comes to dating and just being gentle with myself and just self-love in general.
That's the real thing, being gentle with yourself. I talk about forgiving yourself sometimes, right? But you need to do it in a way that's sustainable, okay? Any kind of shortcuts will not work. They work temporarily. You feel good about yourself. And obviously, the more expensive it is, either in terms of time, money, or energy, right? The higher the chance it's not sustainable because you have to keep doing that, right? When you involve other people's time, it even gets more expensive, right? Because again, like I said, they look at you, that let's help, but after a while, they say, oh boy, you have to help yourself. Okay, I have a pastor that you can talk to. I have a program you can go through, right? But they're actually afraid of telling you because you keep coming up with all this crazy woke nonsense, and they're like, yeah, I guess. And then they're also woke, so they're like, I guess whatever works for you, right? But it's not working. It's not working. I will check it out, Chiye. I definitely like Bimbo. No, Tima. No, it shouldn't. You don't have to wait till June. Just go ahead and log in. Maybe go just go back to that same page, Love and Prestige, and click login at the top, and log in with your email address and the password you created, and then you go under Learn, and then you go to 30-day. Under the Learn menu, 30-day a boot camp or 30-day smart relationship guide, and then you should already have 2 days there ready for you to consume. So, all right, try it from a laptop if you're struggling from the phone. It should be fine on the phone, but try it from a laptop. Yeah, the program said I need to. I think that all these self-love expressions are being expressed in deviant ways, because people are afraid of feeling left out of mainstream life. Yes, I think it's getting too much. I think we need to, and I think self-love is very important, but we need to start drawing certain lines. Self-love is not the same thing as selfish, okay? Now, depending on the context, I might need to explain to you what it feels like. Depending on the story you tell me, I might say, hey, sometimes you need to be selfish. You need to take care of yourself. But you can't take me out of context. There are some authentically selfish people that should never be using the phrase self-love, ever. Like lie, they should not come near self-love. Those people need to, yeah. They, like everything else, it's double-edged sword. You can cut yourself with it, right? You yell self-love, self-love, self-love. Everybody's looking at you like you're wicked. You're just being mean and evil. The loved ones around you, they don't feel right because you're practicing self-love. There's something about you that consumes their energy, and you're not paying attention because you're like, it's self-love. I don't care. You know, I don't care. As long as it's self-love, everybody can just go and hug Transformer.
Don't care, still don't care. I don't care. I don't care.
If you have to film yourself multiple angles, say you don't care, you probably care a little bit, right? The point is that let's not deceive ourselves, right? Let's not deceive ourselves, right? They want to belong so bad, but acting unbothered. But especially if you turn on the camera, especially those of you that turn on the camera, turning on camera is not physically turning on camera. Sometimes it just means you're seeking validation. You can't wait to repeat it that, hey, I'm practicing self-love. I'm like, it's case by case, okay? You seek wise counsel, and you're right. Most likely, they're going to point you in the direction of self-love in some respect. But you need to understand what you're doing. You need to know what you're doing. You can't just repeat talking points and think that's the end of it. That's not how that works. Okay? There's a massive piece of what we're talking about that's missing. It's called application. You can read all the books you want, right? You can watch all the videos you want. You can know everything, all the terminologies back of your hand. Like you know everything. You know in fact, you know their dictionary definitions. Application is missing. Because if you're not creating the results that you desire, something is wrong. Something is off. Likely. Okay? It's very likely something is off somewhere. Okay? Okay? And you're probably putting all your energy in knowledge, information. But there's no practice. You're not putting yourself out there. You're not taking risk. You're not falling on your face enough times. Right? No experience. No tacit knowledge. It's not going to work. Because you will have to come back to having experience. Okay? So you're going to have to put yourself out there. Okay? And then when you do have certain experiences, you're going to need to interpret that properly. Okay? It's not every situation you encounter that you have to say, he's just being narcissist. Probably not. Okay? There's a high likelihood that there's no narcissism is not involved. Okay? It's case by case by case by case by case. Self-love is an absolute, as far as I'm concerned, because of self-preservation. However, this big old but. Okay, that but, it is something about you, your story, that we need to make sure we properly assess before we start running around and start doing self-love, so that 3 years from now you're not like doing, I married myself. Can you do that every day? Can you run a full-blown ceremony every day, dragging your loved ones through something that they're like, why are we doing this again? Huh? Why?
All of the things that I do for self-love is to just have the quality of life that I deserve, basically. So yeah, if you're interested in what I did.
No, we're not interested. Do you know, just pay attention to them. They always, if you're interested in, well, if you want to check out, this, that, self-love, I'm telling you right now that no one is teaching people applications out there. Everybody's repeating talking points. There's too much information. There's books about everything. They can jump on any AI chat GPT nonsense and pull up nonsense and cram it, memorize it, repeat it. But in real life, they don't know what it looks like. There's a good chance you're one of them. Okay? You need to put yourself out there. You need to take risks. You need to have experience. Very soon we'll be told to recognize these invisible spouses. Just wait.
Wala, Nigeria don't report.
Wow. It's our children, oh.